That juncture, let's cut the beat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the heart and soul of music, because music is life and music is sweet. This is the HEAU UP CHRONICLES, my second episode with you, and I'm your host, Mr. BRADOX Bradox. So chill. And remember, we only talk matters music, from the oldest gold to the now trending music charts, not forgetting the updates in the music industry at large. Last time, tukiachana, we were talking of the Laughter, Tears and Goosebumps album by Fireboy himself, Fireboy DML. Na leo, obviously, from the background song munasikia, we are going to talk of Chris Kaiga. Today we are going to talk of Chris Kaiga. Now, before tuendele, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're listening from. Najua with this cold, kuna watu wako cuddles na kuna wengine hatujaambiwa such kind of words, such of sweet words. Hey, hata ancestors wanakuja mapema. These words cannot get out of my mouth, but I'm checking on that kama kawaida. And news ni mingi. A lot has been happening. Remember, from the span tuliachana, while we were talking about Fireboy, tuliongelelea stories of Simple Boy with the Bina. We talked of HEAU and the Nameless having their third baby on the way. Today, it's gonna be more of that, plus new other stories. And when I talk of many more, to mention a few, tuko na story ya Bahati. Bahati claims he was offered 50 million to mention, to say Kenyan shillings to quit his Mathare MP race. I don't know what you would have done if it were you when somebody offers you 50 million Kenyan shillings. Remember, this is Kenya. Somebody gives you 50 million for you to quit your race for a political seat. Na kuna ngoma yake Otile Brown and King Kaka, it was a freestyle. Na hiyo ngoma ni wazimu. Na tukienda kwa gospel, tunaona ringtone is quit gospel music. According to his English, I am quit gospel music now. Today, let's focus on the adventures of Chris Kaiga specifically. Yes, he has other hit songs which will sample them tukiendeleanga. Na naona Mayokun is set to perform in Kenya. That's a Nigerian singer. To the acting scene, to the cinema scene, to the sound scene, the Kenyan actor of Nairobi Half-Life. If you know Nairobi Half-Life, if you have seen it, you should be having kids. Maybe unafai kuwa umezeeka, uko na watoto football team. But Nairobi Half-Life was a film ya Kenya. And there is this actor anaitwa Oluwenya Maina, popular for his role OT in the film. He has passed away. Unfortunately, he collapsed, and on the way to the hospital, on reaching to the hospital, he was confirmed dead. That's a great loss. That's a great loss. Apart from acting, he was a voice personality. Let's say someone like a journalist, venye tunafanya hapa, but yeye alikuwa anafanya ya commercials, you see. So our country has lost a legend in the content industry, and it is so demeaning kupoteza such a person with such nisemeaje, with such capabilities to pass on to other people. And maybe utapata some people are knowing him now. That's another story to mention. Na furthermore, Ombuzi Gang, kuna ngoma mpya imetokea, Oga Obina has released another song. Na from my comments, naweza sema iko hapo. Si mbaya. It's like a dancehall. zile za kina RDX, if you know RDX, kina Conscience, kina nani, kina Popcorn. This song inaitwa Pause. And that is a few of the stories we'll talk about today. Welcome back to my pulpit. Remember, I'm your host till infinity, Mr. BRADOX Bradox Ocheng. Like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, WhatsApp, everywhere, Bradox Ocheng. And on my bio, you'll find the links where you will click. Tutapatana live and direct. So tell a friend to tell a friend, and tell them kama they're not listening to this, they're indirectly sick. So bring on the visitors, bring on the friends and the family members. This is the hub to be in. Remember, this is the HEAU UP Chronicles. We take the heat top notch. And today, I had mentioned earlier Chris Kaiga. We all know of Chris Kaiga. And if you don't know, now you know. Imeweza. Nah, I can't sing, but I've sampled a lyric from his song. That is Chris Kaiga with those lyrics. Inaitwa Chain. To mention a few, Zime Nice. Another one, Niko On. Sitaki niwapatie teaser alafu tuachie hapo. And by the way, I think the storm has started. And it will continue striking and striking. Thunder will strike. And talking about thunder and storm, I want to relate it with R. Kelly. If you know R. Kelly, he has some of the best songs a human being can hear and vibe with and conform with. Unfortunately, or fortunately, according to your understanding and words, R. Kelly has been sentenced to 30 years in prison for sex trafficking case. Remember, he was in court na many cases zilikonfirmiwa, not many, to mention a few. He was found guilty of trafficking women. Leo kwani kuna nini na ngoa. Remember, uko ndani ya HEAU UP Chronicles, the music hub, because music is life and music is sweet. Straight onto it, the singer was found guilty of trafficking women and sex exploitation among his victims were minors. And when I talk of minors, we all know the repercussions of involving with a minor. That is, it has stand repercussions. So over the course of the trial that began last year, August, prosecutors called on dozens of witnesses to testify, including female and male accusers who claimed they were groomed for sex and endured psychological abuse while they were underage. This is so bad. Now, to mention, in the statement kuna men, including female and male accusers. So it was not only the ladies, but also the men while they were underage. And the accusers alleged that they were forced to sign non-disclosure forms and were subjected to threats and punishments if they broke the agreement. This I can talk about when somebody is so much desperate of coming to the limelight that you might not care of what repercussions it has. I can say you think before you take a step, because when ukishaingia kwa fame, what next? Utapata fame, then itakutocha huko mbele. So while you sign your treaties and agreements and contracts, please look at the future. This can torment you, and they will have kids whom it will also torment. So take your time. Your time will come. His lawyer, R. Kelly, had pleaded for a sentence less than 10 years, saying the star had a tough childhood where he was exposed to sexual abuse and violence. What is that? So if you're exposed to sex and violence, then you're exposing other people. I can say he deserved it. He deserves it. Yeah, no hard feelings, but he deserves it. The prosecutor argued that R. Kelly used his fame and money to prey on young women. Thank you, the prosecutor. Amesema ukweli. Because when you get the fame, you will tend to know that the world is yours. You are the conqueror of the world. Sijui kila kitu ni yako, and you can do whatever you have. The singer has been behind bars since his arrest in 2019, and his trial for child porn and obstruction of justice charges will begin in August this year. So remember, that is a prosecution of sex trafficking case, and this one is another case that will begin on August. So the sentence will be added on top of the sentence, or we don't know, tutaendelea tukijua huko mbele. And so to this juncture, let us go for an adventure, because we're talking about Chris Kaiga, who is a sensational, a marvelous bars on bars African artist, born and raised in Nairobi, Kenya, 254. At first he was yearning to be a producer, and this is where nashanganga most of the artists, some of them are producers. Like utapata Sauti Sol, they can produce their own songs now. Utapata Magic Senga can sing and can perform, can produce songs. And me, for Magic Senga, me I like it when he sings, because he has that vibe of let's say dancehall. Yeah, then he comes back kwa R&B. How the sound varies, and I don't know why what transpired to him during the bar. When he started, Magic Senga was the anthem of the streets. Buka kitoa mambichwa na nani Bundox Gang. Then he came with another banger, Sidonyo, producing that song, and it was top notch. The videos, the producing, the beats, everything is okay. We need that kind of vibe back. So Magic Senga, wherever you are, if you're listening to this, please give us the medicine, party medicine. Back to Chris Kaiga. In 2009, in a span of 2009 to 2011, he was yearning to be a producer, but everything changed when he released his first debut song, and I know we all know about it. And in the background, ndo ina fade inakuja.
Sikosi uradi nipate nimechill na kabinti, form ni mingi hadi anashangana sisi kila siku ya wiki. Get tipsy na nikiget dough na blow it all on the whiskey. Jack DJ me na blame it on the Henny. We started out slow, nilikuwa mlevi, ish too crazy, kukumbuka siwezi. Nilijiget home juu ya bed nimeblex. Si masoni mangire, zime nice. Dem moja wawile, zime nice. Na matasi kama pile, zime nice. Mara ya kwanza ya pile, zime nice. Si masoni mangire, zime nice. Dem moja wawile, zime nice. Na matasi kama pile, zime nice. Mara ya kwanza ya pile, zime nice, zime nice. Zangu zime nice, zime nice, zime nice. Zangu zime nice, zime nice, zime nice.
Zime nice. How I like this song. Kwanza ukienda kwenye events, the energy in performing this music, and you can sing karaoke with it. Unajua mistari zote. The crowd is going very loud, wanapiga mistari. Then there is Chris Kaiga pale on the stage performing this song. Zime nice, zangu zime nice. Nimechili na riba, ni watu huku ndani wako maji kama tap. Iko na vibe yake kivyake. So this was the first debut song which became an anthem. I can tell it was in 2019. Now 2019 it was when some of us were finishing high school. Let me mention myself. We were finishing high school. Zime nice zikakuja, ikakuwa anthem. Everywhere zime nice, zangu zime nice. Then ikakuja to some other mashup songs. Kama umesikia hizo bundas zinanisumbua. Bundas became another song. Chain. This is another song, ilienda on chain. Mali safi in the chain. Ukipata meme, mali safi in the chain, everything ilikuwa chain. Then akakuja releasing his first collab na HEAU Mastingo.
From me dunge brother, let me know. Location to me take me na ko. Kuwa beba na mastingo. That's my stingo.
Kuwa beba na mastingo. Then ikakuja hapo tu featuring Nyashinsky, and this is the baddest still now. Ilipiga views. If you head on to YouTube right now, utapata this song, it has surpassed 10 million views.
Hapo. Yeah. Hapo tu. Uhuru Gardens tuko Jaba. Wengine wako miti. Zetu ni majama.
That is indeed a masterpiece. Hii hatuwezi pingana. Umesikia hizo beats venye inaanza na the punchlines venye inaanza nazo. Even though I've not played it all, this song can speak for itself. And labda tuende debate, tupingane kama unakataa ingoma ni noma, of which in the debate you will not win, judging the fact that you are saying that this song is not a banger. Those were the first two collabs with Kaush and Nyashinsky, leading to the adventures of Chris Kaiga. This album encompasses 8 songs, 8 hard zina slap. These songs are slapping thoroughly. 8 songs to mention: Kwa Ceiling, Majaliwa featuring Fenagitu, Weekend, Kanyagia featuring Nyashinsky again. Remember I've talked of Hapo Tu featuring Nyashinsky, and then there's Kanyagia featuring Nyashinsky. And you know where Nyashinsky is? It's an anthem. Kuna Nairobi Girl, this one is my favorite. Kuna Kengele, then kuna I Want with Mutoria. Then there is Ongeza Debe featuring Dai na Scam Cardinali. Remember last time we also talked about Scam Cardinali having great bangers. Now he's here again on the limelight. That's our next artist to watch. We will be talking about him very soon. So that is the trail of songs, the 8 songs, the 8 banger songs in the album. And to sample a few, let's start with my favorites, Nairobi Girl.
Back it up, gani kona piga rivers. Katika mpaka dijabula pivas. Chachisha kutoka Ngware hadi Giza. Wakisha nare light zikizimwa. Piga puff, alafu pass. Zikishika sana mami dunga gas mask. Cheki ras, akona cash. Where the basha ni changa.
I hope you can get the vibe. You can feel it in the Nairobi Girl. This is my best song. One of my best. And on to my next second best song. Inaitwa Kanyagia featuring Nyashinsky.
Wakanyagie na slippers, high heels, matimba, Nike, Adidas, kila aina sneaker. Kanyagia karibasi ya biz na raia, keep distance, story weka Insta. Tabidi wametulia tu, wakinilia tu. Niko ndani ya booth kamgu, ndani ya kiatu. Na nimepiga luku tu, sijachungulia tu. Na nimevaa matimba juu, na kanyagia tu.
Karibasi ya biz na raia, keep distance. Those are the lines imekwama kwa akili yangu. Punchlines. Karibasi ya biz na raia, keep distance. We're here for the main business. We're here to chase the money, to chase the bugs. So bad energy, negativity, lenga, stay far away. And remember, in the building with your host till infinity, Mr. BRADOX, Bradox Uchin, tukiongeza debe.
Flow ni kali, netema kataxin. Nikibonda streets na mapunchline ka Ali. Na roga, hadi na malzabizi ya mchawi. Nikingoja kuona witch doctor Marsai.
Wow, msikia hiyo? Eti naroga hadi na malzabizi ya mchawi. Who does that? Only Chris Kaiga. Ongeza debe featuring Scam Cardinali. And if you want, you have to hear this song in full. So before I forget, if you want to get these songs, go to Spotify, go to YouTube, go to Boomplay, iTunes, everywhere you find these songs, the album in full, and you listen to them, you'll vibe with them. You can party, you can have your sadness songs, zile sad nigga hours, sad lady hours. Everything is encompassed in it. Pale Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Badux Ochieng. On the bio kuna my links where you'll get to click it, just one click away, and you get into the studio live and direct with me, your host, Mr. BRADOX. Remember, this is the Heat Up Chronicles, a place of music. And I'll repeat it again, music is life and music is sweet. So if somebody doesn't listen to music, this is the reason why I'm making this podcast. So twende na kengele as we wait to wind up, to wrap it up.
Nasikia manduru na mashangwe na makelele, mashangwe na makelele, toka mandugu na madada wanawetete, ati madada wanawetete, ambia weta tuko huku na maglass empty, tuko huku na maglass empty, na tunangoja zitupige kama kengele, zitupige kama kengele, vipi famalan famelo.
And that is kengele. If you cannot say kengele, let me say bell. Kama ni mlami ama mswahili, there are two choices for you, whatever you like, kengele or bell, by Chris Kaiga, of course. Remember, today we are talking about Chris Kaiga and his album, and to mention, we have mentioned some of his debut projects, what brought him to the limelight. And with that, we are coming to the wrap up of the show. I would like to say thank you for listening. Thank you for being here all that time. And on the comment section, I would like you to answer this question. Which song are you vibing with? Which song, after listening to, you are vibing with it amongst the 8-song album of Chris Kaiga? Remember, the album is Adventures of Chris Kaiga. You can find these songs everywhere, in every platform. Pale YouTube, pale Instagram, you will find the links. Pale Spotify, iTunes, and everywhere. Boomplay, you can find these songs. And with that, I'd like to call it a wrap up. Remember, I've been your host, Mr. BRADOX, and the show is Heat Up Chronicles, where we bring the fire, top-notch talking music. And if you don't listen to music, this is why I'm making this podcast for you and for my fellow music lovers. I know you can vibe with whatever I'm saying, whatever I'm talking about. Till next time, same time, fresh content. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, more. Next time we're coming with another, let me not say guest, but another album or another artist to talk about. Till next time.